Some people like sports, and some people like the country they live in. But if you want to be exact, and to a lesser extent, the state they live in. Colleges, some claim it's the only and best college in the state. The state's true with education and sports. An example of this is with my birth state, New Jersey, when Princeton and Rutgers said they were officially a state school of New Jersey for about 2 centuries, and then a random school comes in renaming themselves the College of New Jersey. Even though their athletic programs are Division III and both Princeton and Rutgers are in Division I, in an area that people get scholarships for, way to prove your point. But speaking of education, hardly anyone knows about the maps and flags of countries and about this country. Good thing I'm a nerd in these subjects. Going back to pride, the most common type and most recognizable type of pride is a flag. If you see a flag of something sports related, you know that they love that team. Then why not make your colors end zone, jersey, helmet, shoulder pads, pants, gloves, and a stripe on the logo, the Maryland flag? At this point, the only thing that would make this more patriotic are crabs. And yes, if you didn't tell already, this is the University of Maryland. But what if you want to brag that you are the only team in your state when you actually are? Congrats, Wyoming. This is the best thing you could do to prove that your state actually exists. And in style, if I had a chance, I would buy the merch of this, if I would ever have a chance. But what if you want to support your city and create an absolute abomination trying to do so to make it look obvious? Then look at our first of many examples of state pride in this video in the form of a court. If you're in favor to plaster your state's map on your court instead, well, you're in luck, because there are a lot of them, 42 to be exact. Some state shapes range from being rectangles to very distinct. That's West Virginia, which I think is one of the best courts in D1. They were jamming out to John Denver alone until Marshall came out of nowhere, doing the same but ruining the concept. Speaking of random additions, Nevada's court looks weird. Fun fact, there's only 2 D1 schools in Nevada. Well, if you want to see something more convenient than that monstrosity, then let's see 3 Louisiana schools which use their state map, which looks like an L, fittingly, since Louisiana's first letter is L, obviously, on the court and on some occasions their logos. Speaking of that, some colleges use the state map of part of the logo for some reason. It doesn't really look that good most of the time. It likely has the one that inspired most colleges in state and Indiana to do the same thing. The Big Ten has lots of these courts, including Nebraska, Ohio State, Rutgers, which I hit a half-court shot on that court. Formerly Michigan State and Illinois, which you can barely see because of the lighting. Georgia State map is also hard to see because of the lighting. I'm pretty sure Georgia State did the same thing just so people could not go to their football stadium. Recently, the SEC did the same trend that the Big Ten has with the courts of Alabama, Mizzou, Arkansas, and Ole Miss. There's also South Alabama and Southern Miss. Even though nobody cares about these look much better, in my opinion. Ohio has the same as Ohio State, both trying not to seem like their state is hell. Coastal Carolina had this cool design, but sadly it got scrapped. Even though there's NIU's football stadium, I was still countless. Glad they didn't add it to the basketball court. NJIT's new court actually looks really good with the New Jersey map. UMass is trying real hard to make people not go to their home games here. Holy Cross, which was apparently very moved by this, decided to also not want people to go to the home games. I don't know why Oakland thought it would be a good idea to put the Michigan map on a brown court, which looks bad already. North Carolina is actually 4 of these. I don't know why Campbell and NCAT would do this on the court. UNC, similar to Indiana, is classic and iconic. East Carolina looked like they tried to Photoshop their logo in their state map, but it actually looks good this time. But apparently no state likes a state map better than Texas, which has 11 since everybody associates the map with Texas. Almost anyone could recognize it. Out of the examples, the most extreme is North Texas, which has Texas's flag in the paint, but green. and the summer looks good. Even though California has lots of D1 schools, CSU Bakersfield is the only one that has a state map on the court. It looks like it. If you want to support your country and your state or city or whatever DC is, well, look at George Washington's court. They're not that President George Washington, GW's court. Despite having everything DC's known for on the court, it actually looks really good. Despite Florida being the third most populous state in the United States, no court in college basketball supports the state in forms of a map or a flag. These courts show that they like their state, obviously, because they're plastering their state map all over their court. But if you want to play for your state's map, you're in luck, because in New Jersey, for the Rutgers Seton Hall rivalry, they made a trophy, which is made out of debris from Hurricane Sandy. Well, that's good using of the debris. Also, fun fact: I've been to 4 out of the last 6 Garden State Hard Classics. You can guess what team I was rooting for the whole time. Thanks for watching this video and staying to the end. If you want to push my YouTube channel to the algorithm, subscribe and like the video. It took a decent amount of time to make this video. I don't know what else to say, so bye, I guess.